Welcome to the Plant Engineer channel. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. No information shared constitutes medical advice. Always consult a health professional before using any supplement. Our channel aims to share accurate and current information with you. However, we encourage you to research independently and consult multiple sources. For decisions concerning your health, please contact medical institutions. Our channel cannot be held responsible for any adverse outcomes. Today we are examining one of social media's most talked about health topics, berberine. This bright yellow compound earned the nickname, Nature's Ozempic, on TikTok and received over 127 million views. But is it really this miraculous? What does science say and what are the dangers? The history of berberine stretches far back, thousands of years into the past. A fundamental compound used in traditional Chinese medicine against diarrhea, infections, and gastrointestinal diseases, berberine also held an important place in Ayurveda for wound healing and inflammation treatment. In the modern era, berberine exploded on TikTok during the period when weight loss medications like Ozempic and Wegovy were being discussed. Videos of influencers describing their weight loss journeys received millions of views, and the phrase, "Nature's Ozempic," went viral worldwide. In Turkey, the topic is still largely unknown. Berberine is not a plant. It is a bioactive alkaloid derived from plants. When you hear its name, don't think of a single plant. Berberine is a yellow-colored compound naturally found in the roots, bark, and stems of multiple different plant species. This yellow color is a visible reflection of berberine's structure. The main plants containing berberine are barberry known as Berberis vulgaris, golden seal known as yellow root, Coptis chinensis, Oregon grape, and tree turmeric. These plants grow naturally in various regions of Asia, Europe, and North America and have been used in traditional medicine for centuries. Berberine chemically belongs to the family of isoquinoline alkaloids. Its molecular formula contains the structure C20H18NO4 plus a charge. This structure gives berberine both powerful biological activity and its famous bright yellow color. Even in ancient Assyrian tablets, the barberry plant was recorded as a blood purifier. The most critical mechanism of action of berberine is its activation of the AMPK enzyme. AMPK, meaning adenosine monophosphate activated protein kinase, is the body's energy sensor. When this enzyme is activated, cells begin burning fat, use sugar more efficiently, and reduce new fat storage. This mechanism is literally turning the master key of metabolism. It is very important not to confuse berberine with Ozempic. Ozempic's active ingredient semaglutide mimics the GLP-1 hormone to directly affect the appetite centers of the brain and provides dramatic weight loss. Berberine works through AMPK to offer more modest metabolic benefits. The two are completely different mechanisms and different power levels. Berberine's strongest and most studied effect is on blood sugar. Clinical studies show that berberine can significantly lower fasting blood sugar and improve insulin resistance. In some studies, the effect has been reported to be at a comparable level to metformin. In an important clinical study, berberine and metformin were compared in patients newly diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Over 3 months of follow-up, HbA1c levels decreased by similar amounts in both groups. An additional advantage over cholesterol and triglycerides was observed in the berberine group. However, these findings are based on a single pilot study and need large-scale confirmation. Its effects on cholesterol and lipid metabolism constitute one of berberine's most convincing clinical findings. In a review of studies covering over 4,600 patients, berberine was found to significantly lower LDL cholesterol and triglycerides and be able to raise HDL cholesterol. A comprehensive meta-analysis published in 2025 revealed that berberine provides significant improvements on multiple components of metabolic syndrome. Statistically significant improvements were observed in key parameters such as triglycerides, fasting blood sugar, and waist circumference. This positions berberine as a promising adjunct tool in metabolic syndrome management. Does berberine have an effect on weight loss? Yes, but at a much more modest level. Research shows an average weight loss of 2 to 5 kilograms. However, studies with Ozempic show an average weight loss of 20 to 25 kilograms. This difference clearly explains why the "Nature's Ozempic" narrative is exaggerated. The mechanisms through which berberine is thought to contribute to weight loss are slowing digestion to increase the feeling of fullness, improving glucose utilization by increasing cell sensitivity to insulin, and regulating fat metabolism by affecting gut microbiota. When all these mechanisms work together, a modest but real metabolic support is provided. Berberine's effects on the gut microbiome are of particular interest. Berberine has been shown to alter the diversity of beneficial bacteria in the gut and thereby indirectly affect both blood sugar and cholesterol metabolism. Its effect on the gut-brain axis is increasingly entering researchers' agenda. Effects on cardiovascular health also constitute an important portion of berberine research. Some studies have reported that berberine increases exercise capacity in heart failure patients, lowers blood pressure, and strengthens protective mechanisms of the heart muscle. Its statin-like lipid-lowering effect has been supported by multiple meta-analyses. Positive effects of berberine have also been observed on metabolic dysfunction-associated steatotic liver disease, known as MASLD. In one clinical study, participants taking berberine supplementation showed significant decreases in body weight, triglycerides, and cholesterol levels within 3 months. Decreases in liver fat content and normalization of liver enzyme levels were also reported. Effects on cancer also hold an important place in berberine research. Cell culture and animal studies have shown that berberine suppresses tumor growth, inhibits cell proliferation, and triggers apoptosis, meaning programmed cell death. A clinical study on colon polyp recurrence has presented promising findings. Berberine exhibits powerful anti-inflammatory properties. By suppressing critical inflammation pathways like nitrogen monofluoride Kb, it weakens chronic inflammation processes. This property carries research potential in terms of both diabetes complications, rheumatoid arthritis, and neurodegenerative diseases. Neuroprotective potential is also one of the interesting areas of berberine research. Findings from animal studies suggest it may be able to reduce damage associated with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Berberine has also been shown to be able to cross the blood-brain barrier and protect brain cells against oxidative stress. Berberine research on polycystic ovary syndrome, known as PCOS, has also yielded promising results. Since insulin resistance is an important component of PCOS, berberine's insulin-sensitizing effect may support hormonal balance in this disease. Some studies have reported that berberine shows comparable PCOS effects to metformin. Berberine's antimicrobial activity, its original historical use, is still being researched. It has shown in vitro efficacy against numerous bacterial species including Escherichia coli, Staphylococcus aureus, and Helicobacter pylori. Adding berberine to H. pylori treatment has also been reported to provide similar efficacy to standard multi-drug treatment. The important limitations of berberine's scientific evidence base should also be noted. The majority of existing studies are small sample and short-term. Long-term safety data is insufficient. There is no standardization between different products. For this reason, researchers generally describe a picture that is promising but has not yet reached definitive conclusions. Berberine is generally sold in capsule or tablet form in the market. The most commonly used dose in studies is between 500 to 1500 mg total per day, usually divided into 2 to 3 equal doses taken just before meals. Since berberine has a short half-life, dose distribution is important for increasing bioavailability. An important limitation of berberine is its low bioavailability. Its absorption into the body remains limited due to rapid metabolism in the digestive system. For this reason, researchers are working on various improvement strategies to increase bioavailability such as liposomal formulations, nanocapsules, and papain combinations. Quality differences in berberine products on the market are of great importance. Products with independent third-party testing certification, stated standardized component content, and manufactured in GMP-certified facilities should be preferred. The more equals better approach does not apply to berberine. Excessive doses increase risk. The evidence base for berberine's blood sugar effect is quite strong. Systematic reviews and meta-analyses covering hundreds of studies consistently show that berberine significantly improves glucose parameters in individuals with type 2 diabetes. Effects on cholesterol have similar strength of evidence. In PCOS research, Berberine has been the subject of multiple clinical studies comparing it with metformin. These studies have revealed that berberine can positively affect hormonal parameters such as insulin levels, testosterone and LH, menstrual irregularity, and even spontaneous pregnancy rates. The strength of evidence in this area is gradually increasing. The most attention-grabbing among cancer research is a clinical study on colorectal adenoma recurrence. In this study, the rate of colon polyp recurrence in the berberine-using group was significantly lower compared to the placebo group. While this finding is promising, it still needs large-scale confirmation. The long-term use safety of berberine is not yet fully known. Most safety studies evaluate 3 to 6 months of use. We do not have sufficient data on the effects of chronic use exceeding 1 year. Therefore, cyclical use is recommended rather than long-term continuous use. The most common side effects of berberine use affect the digestive system. Abdominal pain, diarrhea, constipation, gas, and nausea are the most frequently reported problems. These effects are generally more pronounced at high doses or when taken without food and decrease when taken with meals. Berberine affects many metabolism enzymes in the liver, primarily CYP3A4. This can raise the blood levels of drugs broken down by the liver and lead to unexpected side effects. When used together with medications like cyclosporin, this interaction can reach a serious level. Among the medications that can have serious interactions with berberine are: diabetes medications can dangerously lower blood sugar. Blood thinners can increase bleeding risk. Combined with blood pressure medications, blood pressure can drop excessively. Organ transplant medications, especially cyclosporin, pose serious risk. Due to its power over blood sugar, berberine poses a special risk for those taking diabetes medications. Taking berberine together with a diabetes medication can create dangerously low blood sugar, known as hypoglycemia. People using this combination must monitor their blood sugar very frequently and must consult a doctor for dose adjustments. A lesser-known but important risk is effects on heart rhythm. Berberine can cause heart rhythm disorder, known as arrhythmia, in some people. Individuals who previously had heart rhythm problems or are taking antiarrhythmic medications must consult their cardiologist before using berberine. One of berberine's most striking dangers applies to newborns. Berberine can reduce the liver's bilirubin clearance capacity. This can lead to bilirubin accumulation in infants and a rare but irreversible type of brain damage called kernicterus. Due to this danger, berberine is absolutely forbidden during pregnancy and breastfeeding. Berberine use during pregnancy is absolutely not recommended. Berberine can cross the placenta to reach the fetus and cause harmful effects. It has also been reported to have the potential to stimulate uterine contractions. Individuals planning pregnancy or who are pregnant should avoid all products containing berberine. Berberine use should also be avoided during breastfeeding. Berberine can pass into breast milk and cause harm to the baby. It can increase the risk of brain damage in the baby by causing bilirubin accumulation. Breastfeeding mothers must absolutely consult a doctor before starting any supplement. Berberine use is absolutely dangerous and forbidden for newborns. There is insufficient safety data for older children. A pediatrician must be consulted before giving berberine to individuals under 18 years of age. Being natural does not make berberine safe for children. Groups who must consult a doctor before using berberine or should avoid it: pregnant and breastfeeding mothers, newborns and infants, those with liver and kidney disease, those experiencing heart rhythm disorders, organ transplant patients, and those taking diabetes medications. Since this list is very broad, doctor consultation is essential for almost everyone. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration and the Federal Trade Commission have initiated legal action against product claims describing berberine as nature's Ozempic. This is an important development that officially documents that the claims on social media are far from scientific truth and that consumers are being misled. Cases of liver damage following berberine use also exist in the literature. A 68-year-old patient hospitalized with jaundice and liver damage was found to have taken berberine for 3 weeks. The blood level of the blood thinner medication they were also taking was found to be dangerously elevated. This case illustrates how serious drug interactions can be. There is a serious gap between social media trends and scientific reality. Content describing berberine as losing 15 kilograms in 30 days or as powerful as Ozempic is not scientifically true. Such content carries a dangerous dimension because it can encourage people to stop their current medications and move away from appropriate medical treatment. A realistic and balanced view of berberine is needed. This compound is a natural compound supported by serious scientific data, offering real metabolic benefits and deserving to enter clinicians' agenda, especially in blood sugar and lipid management. However, it is not a magic weight loss pill. It acts like a drug and should be managed like a drug. Berberine research has the potential to produce much stronger clinical evidence in the coming years. Particularly new formulations increasing bioavailability, long-term safety studies, and large-scale studies examining efficacy in specific patient groups are being designed. Berberine may become one of the important tools of integrative medicine in the future. Throughout this video, we have covered berberine's thousands of years of history, the AMPK mechanism, its scientifically most strongly supported blood sugar and cholesterol effects, the nature's Ozempic debate, and critical dangers. Berberine is a promising compound, however, only with correct information and under medical supervision. Important disclaimer: the information in this video is for educational and informational purposes only. Always consult a qualified health professional before using any supplement. Our channel cannot be held responsible for any adverse outcomes arising from the misuse of this information. Thank you for watching the Plant Engineer channel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and share your questions in the comments to continue discovering the healing secrets of nature and science. We wish you healthy, conscious, and knowledge-based days. Goodbye.